Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Brough Guitars Review. Today's going to be something a little bit different. We are going to talk about something that I never thought I was going to do, but honestly, it's kind of random, but I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this. For those of you that are familiar, obviously, with the Eddie Van Halen realm, as our channel mostly discusses everything Eddie, and sorry, Halen is going to be here in the back playing with this toy. But I wanted to talk about this right here. The Makita. This is the 6012HD drill. Halen is being too much. So this is the 6012 from the 1980s. Okay, this drill is not hard to find. It's maybe like 40 bucks. It came with a manual, and it also came with this case as well. It's like a metal case.
Amazing!
But this drill was featured on the song Poundcake by Van Halen, one of my all-time favorite songs. It was the opening song off of For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. But Eddie had used this exact model drill on that song, and it happens to be in the key of E. So what he would do is he would just basically hold that portion up above the pickups, because the pickups can pick up basically any frequency. Sometimes you can even pick up like a radio signal depending on where you're at, or this or that, or even your voice. They pick up literally anything. But he used this drill in the opening sequence of the song, and then also throughout the solo a little bit as well. And I just always thought it was super innovative and really cool. And I guess the story behind it is Eddie's guitar tech had the drill sitting there, and then Eddie just happened to just grab it, and not really sure what the entire story is behind that, but made that noise, realized it was in key E, and then decided to use that to incorporate in that song. So again, Eddie was just always cool for that, just being really innovative, just doing weird things and this and that. So he had different versions of this drill as far as paint schemes. The one I am going to attempt to do is going to be this one right here. I cannot find any photos of the other side of this drill. So we are going to make an attempt to make, I guess, basically just that side, and then we're just going to MacGyver the rest of the other side, and just, it's going to turn out how it's going to turn out. It's not going to be 100% authentic, but that's okay. The operation part of this drill, it's not hard at all. Over here is where you can adjust the speed. It is 1 through 5? I just noticed that. It's on the drill setting, which is number 5. You got your button here. And the battery compartment is right here. So you just literally just pull down, I think it was this here. Yep. Pull down on that. Come on, battery. Pull it out. And the battery looks like this. It's a gigantic battery. Again, this is a cordless drill. The battery is huge. So we're going to take the battery out. Now I could take this drill apart if I wanted to, but to be honest, I think I'm just going to tape off basically all the electrical components, the buttons and this and that, just in the style of Ed. I highly doubt that he took this thing apart, or whoever did it for him. If he did it himself, not too sure. But we're going to just paint over it Ed style and see how this turns out it works. And then we're going to do something special with the case as well. We're also going to paint this case. We're going to paint the inside as well. But if you actually open the case completely up, okay, it's going to look something like this. It does come with the charger. You can just take that out of there. It's a cool little, tin thing. I might tape off this foam here and then just paint the entire inside. Might even paint the charger. So basically the main goal for doing the drill is I have my paint here. So we got Duplicolor, Universal Black. Then I'm gonna tape it off. I got some extra cans of Wimbledon white that I had left over from previous builds. Then we'll go over the white, tape it off. And last but not least, I'm gonna go over it with the engine enamel Chevy orange. It's what I use for my 5150, my Kramer Neptune, my 84, my Vitas Gerlitis, all those Kramers. I use this. Now I could not find this back at the good old AutoZone by my house, So I did come across this VHT engine enamel, which is also known as the Chevy orange as well. And you can see that right there. Oh, thank you for focusing, camera. The Chevy orange as well. So we're going to see how these compare into paint. And to spice things up for the inside of the case, I'm actually going to finish it off with this metallic gold. Why? I have not a clue. I just think it looked really cool. So there's that. I have some leftover clear spray lacquer. And then I got an extra bigger can as I throw this everywhere. Sorry, that scared the hell out of me too. I got this one from Krylon at Lowe's, just because it was a little bit less expensive than the one from Duplicolor, because all those cans are like $16.99 a piece now, when they used to be like $9, not even before 2020. As we know, everything's expensive, so, you know, all of this together will probably cost you, you know, maybe a couple cartons of eggs, and it's crazy that I have to explain that as like it's a currency now. And then last but not least, I'm going to take these rubber feet, I'm going to put it on the bottom of the case. That way, after I have this all painted, if I want to sit this down on top of my amp, a table, or this or that, it's the paint itself, even after it cures, is not going to stick if it gets really hot, because this is Vegas and it gets super hot out here. That's going to take care of that. I am going to put this Van Halen sticker here somewhere on the front of this. I don't know what I'll put here just yet, but I'll probably put another decal sticker on there or something along those lines at some point. I went on eBay to get this sticker, which was like $6, I think. I did get this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to have to cut out this portion of the Ernie ball and this portion of the Music Man. It's right here to cover the Makita, because he's right-handed. That Music Man sticker is literally about right there. And then for this side, I think it was just the Ernie ball that he has right there. That's kind of what we're going to go for. That's going to be the build. Today is about, I don't know, 74 degrees, something like that. It's not windy. It's literally perfect painting conditions. So without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? Alright, we got her all taped up. Got the battery out. And we also taped off this top portion there. Let's go paint. Just want to make note that yeah, just these 4 screws came out of that. And then you had a yellow button here and a red button there. Telling myself that out loud so I don't forget. And then it just all came out like this. So all together there, real simple, real easy. So we are going to actually paint this now. First coat of black paint on. Let it dry for about 15 minutes. Alright, so we got the inside taped off. So we're going to go and hit this with the gold on the inside. And literally go from there. Got the gold. The next layer of paint on is going. Alright, so we got it taped off according to photos, the best I could do. The only problem running into is my Music Man sticker is a little bit too big, but you know, it is what it is. It's a tribute anyway, you know, we tried. So we're going to put the white on here in a minute. Halen's out here just chilling. Got his nuts chopped off, so he ain't feeling the best. And we got the color on the case right now, so here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting to run out of daylight, so we're going to be painting at nighttime, which I wouldn't recommend. But the wind's died down, so we're taking the chance. Let's do it! It is nighttime here. We've been painting for the last 4.5 hours. I got the bottom plate, so we're gonna go ahead and unravel this and see how it looks. Okay, and while we're waiting for the drill to dry with the last coats over there, we got those with some clear lacquer on those, waiting for that for the charger. And now we're gonna go ahead and attempt to tape this up now. Christmas is here. Time to take the tape off. Let's do it! All right, my friends, I'm sure you're excited to see how this turned out. Let's go ahead and cue the montage. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little tidbit. I think it turned out really well. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I didn't really change anything too different from what I had said. The only thing that might be a little bit different now is those stickers that I happened to find. I did use this Ernie ball sticker. Bought that off of eBay for like, I don't know, less than $6. And then because I like the gold so much here and the gold that I painted on here, I decided to get Eddie Van Halen's signature as a decal. I think that was maybe $7 or something like that. And then I also bought a few more rubber feet to put on here. That way I could set it up either like this or here on the back side. And that way it doesn't ruin the paint. It also doesn't stick to anything. So it's just a couple things to consider there. Now that Music Man sticker, I did go ahead and cut it out and I put the Music Man, or the Music Men portion right here. I did take the 1984 sticker and put that right there. I just cut that off of that, again, that original Music Man sticker that I had that ended up on the drill right here. And like I said, I cut out that Ernie ball portion and used that right there. Did the best that I could. Is exactly like Ed's. No, because like I said, didn't have photos of that other side. So if you guys do, comment in the comments below if you were able to find that other side of the drill. Maybe one day I'll redo it. It was a very fun project. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you made it this far in the video, I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope this helps you maybe when you do your drill, or whether you paint something Eddie Van Halen style, or just have any confidence to paint anything at all. Again, hopefully this distracted you a little bit from life. If you have any questions, if you really enjoyed what you watched, please feel free, watch my other videos, subscribe. The majority of people aren't subscribed, and I'd really like to do this a lot more often. But you know, I do work a full-time job. I'm a full-time dad. Now I got a girlfriend, so we are living our best life. But I really do enjoy doing this for you guys. If there's anything else you'd like to see more of, any particular guitars that you want to see, let me know. I'm thinking about doing a guitar collection video here soon at some point, and I think that one would be really fun. So I got another guitar coming in store here soon. That'll be my next video. But until next time, guys, do whatever it is you do. Kyle out.